la 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 la.
Hey, hi! Look at me! I got a new dress! What do you think? Do I look pretty?
Oh, yes, but I think I'm way prettier.
No, you're not! I am prettier! I'm prettier! I'm prettier! I'm prettier! I'm prettier! I'm prettier!
It is an undeniable fact that globalization has indeed brought about many positive impacts to our economy. Singapore, a country that has no significant natural resources, we largely depend on trade to ensure economic growth. With its free market economy and excellent international trading links, Singapore has benefited from globalization. Singapore's economy is export-driven, specializing in manufacturing and the service sectors. However, in comparison to countries that possesses ample resources and also human resource, it is no doubt that these countries are at the front line of this globalization race. Of course, in order to have a bigger share in this global economic pie and also to ensure sustainability in economic growth, it has resulted in an increase in the competition between countries, especially so for Singapore. Thus, Singapore has to stay relevant in order to continue its globalization race. How do we go about doing it, you may wonder? Singapore is a strong believer in the importance of developing human capital, considering that we are a small open economy without significant natural resources. Hence, in order to ensure that Singapore stays competitive in this globalized world, the Singapore government has introduced the Workforce Training Support Scheme to encourage low-wage workers to go for training, and also the Continuing Education and Training Framework to help workers maintain their currency in the skills throughout their careers so that they remain productive and relevant. With such schemes in place, it will build up a more productive and relevant workforce that is capable of contributing to the country's economy.
Are you sure you're not coming back to Singapore anymore? I know you got better job prospects there, but won't you come back for me? Won't you miss me? Please come back to Singapore. Can you? No?
With advancements in transportation technology, it has become easier for people to travel in or out of the country to the place that they desire. With an improvement in standard of living due to economic growth brought about by globalization, more people are able to afford going abroad to further their education. In recent years, it has resulted in a brain drain situation in Singapore. The highly educated population often chose to stay abroad rather than coming back to work or live in Singapore after pursuing their education abroad. Singaporeans often prefer foreign countries such as Australia and the United States over Singapore because of the higher employment expectations, which can result in more work-related stress. Hence, a high stress level at work is also a reason that has deterred many Singaporeans from coming back. Furthermore, they also believe that there are better career and prospects overseas. Hence, due to globalization, Singapore is suffering from a brain drain.
What's your qualification?
I'm a degree holder. What's yours?
I'm a primary school leaver.
Ooh, ha ha ha. And you're working?
Yes.
So what's your pay like?
Only $1 per month.
I got $10 every month. So where do you live?
I live in a rented flat.
Ooh, I live in a bungalow. Globalization helps me to get richer and richer.
But it makes me poorer and poorer.
Bye-bye.
Singapore has seen a transition in the type of economy the country focused and depended on for growth over the past few decades. The reason for the transition is globalization. Singapore has a unique pattern of growth, and this was also the reason for the problem of a widening income gap that is intensified. The transition seen during industrialization has facilitated a rapid segregation of wages. In the 1960s and 1970s, Singapore focused on labor-intensive manufacturing industries for the export market. Such manufacturing jobs will only require workers to be semi-skilled or unskilled. In that era, workers in the manufacturing industry were able to enjoy the highest pay packages. However, the situation changed in the 1980s. Due to a tight labor market, Singapore started its strategy of economic restructuring and upgrading of skills. As a result, advancement towards a knowledge-based economy with value-added manufacturing and services as the two engines for growth was seen. In this knowledge-oriented age, employment opportunities for the highly skilled expanded rapidly, while the unskilled and semi-skilled found themselves faced with not only structural unemployment, but also little time to adapt to the changing needs of the economy. Thus, this increases in the income gap between the highly skilled and the unskilled, which has resulted in the employees of the service sector to earn a higher income as compared.
Hi.
Yo, why do you look so sad?
I couldn't find a job.
Oh,
How about you?
me too.
With globalization, job opportunities are increased as people are able to find a job more easily as compared to the past, as more jobs are created with an increase in foreign companies setting up branches in Singapore. This is because Singapore already has all the amenities and infrastructure available, in addition to the highly skilled workforce, which attracts companies such as HP and Motorola to set up their operations here.
La 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 la. Hey yo!
You know what?
What?
I found a job.
Oh really?
How about you?
Me too!
Yay!
La 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 la.
Trade and investments will affect the level of economic activity in Singapore and determine our level of economic growth, thus affecting the standard of living of Singaporeans. Standard of living refers to both the material and non-material aspects of life, and it depends on the quantity and quality of goods and services available for consumption, life expectancy, standard of education, health, hygiene in the country, and also the average income per capita. Economic growth brought about by globalization results in the rise in national income, which suggests that there will be a rise in the standard of living in Singapore. Globalization leads to economic growth as economic activities between Singapore and other countries are increased. The comparative advantage of a high level of education and skills that the workforce in Singapore possess results in an increase in the number of foreign companies who set up branches here in Singapore. As a result, more people are able to obtain higher paying jobs. When the income of the worker rises, he or she will then have more purchasing power to consume more goods and services to satisfy their material wants. When this happens, their standard of living is raised as their material needs have already been satisfied. However, higher income does not always mean that there is a rise in standard of living in Singapore, as it only covers the material aspects of standard of living. Indicators such as Human Development Index, Pollution Standard Index, and Gross National Happiness Index are examples of some indicators used to measure the non-material aspects of standard of living. They provide a broader definition of well-being and provides a composite measure of three basic dimensions of human development, which is mainly health, education, and income.
Oh, hello, it's you again. You know what? I got a good news. Now I got lots and lots and lots and lots of money. Do you believe me? No? You don't? Well, let me show you. Money, money, money. La 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 la. Money, money. Well, not only do I have money now, I have a big, big house and a big, big car.